It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and local perspectives of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is being brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association, and it can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on local radio WMOA AM 1490 and ESPN radio WJAW FM 100.9 and AM 630. It's now time for the show. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Good Saturday morning. This is Energy Insights brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Great to be in a lawyer's office when you're not getting billed for it, by the way. We're with John Triplett, partner.
I'm not billing you?
You
didn't tell me that.
Partner with Tyson
This
Brock.
interview's over.
That's right. Get out of the office. John Triplett, you've been here a long time. Talk a little bit about the history. We'll start with you in the firm, Tyson Brock, and then Tyson Brock, and particularly as it relates to the oil and gas industry.
Sure. Well, I kind of kid that I'm on the alumni program here because I clerked here during law school, also clerked for Mike Spar, and then left to go to the United States Army. Left the United States Army, went with a large regional firm in Cincinnati, Ohio. And then my now retired partner, Paul Tyson, as he likes to say, convinced me the error of my ways and brought me back home in late 1989. So I've been here since at this firm for the second time, at least in theory, since late 1989. The firm has been here since the 50s, and even in its current configuration. If you go back to the original founder, Bill Summers, we stretch back beyond that. But for many years, it was Summers and Haupt, and then Summers and Haupt and Tyson, and then Summers and Haupt and Tyson and Brock. And then we had an alphabet soup series of names for a while, Tyson, Brock, Fry, Erb, and Leeper. And then eventually we shortened it back to kind of our roots, our modern roots anyway, Tyson, Brock. So Jerry Brock's been practicing law here since 1960 in this community. So we kind of go back, and we've always done oil and gas law, just always have. This is an area and a community that's rich in resources. Sometimes we pay attention to them during like the shale booms and the other investor booms in the past. Other times we don't, but it's always been there. I mean, we are one of the first oil-producing communities in the country.
Yeah, since you dropped some of the names, I'd also bring back into the community involvement, and I mean, think of Jerry, and we think of the soccer program and the evolution of it here, and Dale with the cross country, and you with the scouting here in the area, and if we start, we could keep going down the line of the partners that are involved in the community, but how important that is, and I think most of us that live here know for a business to be embedded into so much that goes on.
That's really a core value for us, but a lot of that's a reflection of the core values of the community. One of my frustrations with some of the out-of-area investor-driven operations is it took them a while to figure out our community. It took them a while to figure out how important it was to be involved in Little League, and that how important it was to have a hat that had your company name on it, and that it wasn't always about having cocktail parties for business people. It was about being out in the community. I mean, I look at a lot of our local manufacturing companies who don't have a lot of significant local customers, but they understand how important it is to support the local community. I mean, you and I could go through a list, but it's the same one.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of been a core value for the firm. And one of the things that I wish we could encourage the companies that come in here to invest from outside, and we appreciate their investment in jobs, but I more appreciate the ones that get deeply involved in the community because it's a nice place to live. I wouldn't have come back here if I didn't believe that.
All right. John Triplett is with Tyson Brock and a partner. We're going to continue our conversation here Saturday mornings in Energy Insights. We'll get a little deeper dive with the counselor as the weeks go on into the oil and gas industry, but that's it for today, and we thank our sponsors, the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA and ESPN Radio WJAW as Johnny Wharf brings you your local and inside perspectives of the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley.